Okay. Sorry about that if you were hanging out on YouTube because it was broken. 4, 5, 6, 7 is going to be a fold. Kind of a miss on that flop, but an exciting hand nonetheless. Biggest tournament prize you've won, my friend, $105,000 USD. It was in a WPT 500, which was on Party Poker during the pandemic for second place. Glad I have fiber for internet now. No more issues. Word. Yeah, there's no fiber available for us here, but we do have a connection and a backup connection for our internet. So, and then obviously our phone. So everything is fine for playing. Typically it's okay, but obviously today we've had some momentary drops in service, which is not great. Nice. Everything seems to be working great. Loving it. All right, let's go. Ace 5, 6, 7 is whatever, I think, without the suit to the ace. Ace 8. Do we want to mess about, Leonardo? No, I think too much. YouTube died after 10 seconds, word. Okay. YouTube should be on its way back. So we're going to raise ace queen in the main events. We can probably get these side events now, although they're actually not bounties with long late reg, so I'd rather late reg them, to be honest. The 33 and the 215. All right, so we open ace queen. We get 3-bet from Sam Polak. We're going to call here, I think. Ace queen's a very strong hand. They cover us for a bounty, so there's no bounty incentive for us. There is for them. But I think kind of either way, ace queen offsuit is not quite a hand that we want to play for our stacks here for 55 blinds. It's a little too aggressive, I'd say. But it's a hand that plays very well post-flop. And it's still likely the best hand against a 3-bet. You know, over multiple streets, that could change, right? If they bet flop and we call, which we're going to for sure, they bet a third, we need to continue with most of our range here. About 3/4 of our range needs to continue. We certainly will with ace-queen, with the queen of hearts. And then the turn is in the 8, right? So this is the spot where it gets difficult now. If they bet on the turn, you know, 280,000, 300,000, something like that, now we're kind of in hot water, where the hands that are close that we might want to continue with would be hands like 5s, 6s, 7s, 9s, 10s, jacks, right? Those are hands that are close. When we're talking about ace queen, ace jack with the ace of hearts, ace 10 with the ace of hearts, these are some of our weakest hands that we have left. They check and we check here, I think. River is the ace of hearts. Beautiful. We have a pair of aces with a queen kicker. We also block the flush with the queen of hearts. I think our hand is good enough where if they bet, we just call, right? If they check, we value bet. And sometimes with the queen of hearts, you could bluff raise, right? Because we block the flush. But we don't need to with ace queen, right? If we had queen jack, for example, then we could go for it. They go for the overbets. To me, this is the perfect bluff catching hand. We rivered ace queen. We've got the queen of hearts blocking. I think it's really unlikely they go for the overbet with ace king. We have the perfect blocking hand here. This is the perfect calling hand, so I think we call. Against tens. Let's go. If I didn't have the queen of hearts, if it was the queen of diamonds, I fold, and that bluff works, by the way. The only reason we can call is because we have the queen of hearts, right? And they go for a pretty sick bluff there, but they run into the wrong hand. And we raise ace jack. 187 bounty in play here. Yay, I live in Warmly in Sutton Coldfield. All right, I'll check in on that. How many poker tournaments do you play a day, week? It really depends, dude. Today we're going to play like maybe 7, 8. On Sundays, you usually play about 20, something like that. There's been periods of my career where I'd play, you know, an average of maybe 150 tournaments a week, and then periods where I play an average of 10. It just kind of depends on what's going on. Get a call behind. The problem here, both of our ranges are a little wider than normal. We both know that. Ace-Jack has missed on this board pretty hard. I'm content just check folding. Any idea why day twos are such a late start time? 9 p.m. UK is brutal when you're up for work the next morning. Yeah, I don't know, man. This always has been like that on Mondays, I think. I guess Stars does a little bit earlier. Probably some of it has to do with getting the flights in Monday morning. But yeah, it's a late start for sure. I'd much prefer like a 1 o'clock start myself personally. It's definitely not an American though. It's Entain is traded on the FTSE, I think. I think the London Stock Exchange. And headquarters in Gibraltar and in London. And so yeah, it's definitely a UK based company for sure. What are you playing in today? So we've made day two of the $215 pot limit Omaha. The PLO main event. You can still play, by the way. There's a turbo flight going on right now if anyone wants to try and get in. So that's guaranteed we're playing. We're also playing in some day ones here. These are all day one tournaments. And the day twos for all three of these tournaments are today. 3 o'clock or 3:30 Eastern time. So in a few hours. So we're trying to make it through and into the money in a few more tournaments as well. But the main one right now is that $215 pot limit Omaha. We have cashed for $530. It's a knockout tournament as well. We are a very short stack though. So unfortunately, we have no bounties. First place will be about 15,000 or so, looks like. So yeah, that's cool. And that's what's up. And welcome in. Art worthy win today. There'll be plenty of art win opportunities today. Plenty. There will be a lot of options. 8's double up. And here we flop trips when we isolated pre, which is pretty crazy. Really rare as well. We just take it down with a C-bet. What's up, Marco? How are you? Okay, and YouTube is good. I have to relaunch my YouTube chat, but YouTube is finally up and running. Let's go. No, it's in London, man. Head offices are in London. I've been once before. It was pretty cool. Good call. Thanks, man. Why not WSP? Couple of reasons. I'll give you the short version. Jurgen, Dobra. Taxes for Canadians are pretty debilitating because of the tax treaty between Canada and the U.S. They withhold 30% of cashes over $5,000 in tournaments, which makes most tournaments, I think, unprofitable for Canadians. Second is I'm really excited about spending time in Montreal during the summer. It's the best time to be in Montreal. It's so much fun. And poker, as much as I love it and I'm passionate about it, is work for me. And so I would much rather work during the cold, kind of painful months of winter than to put maximum effort in during like the best months of the year where I live here. So those are kind of the reasons, dude, to be honest. I definitely know that I'll be spending some time at the WSOP in the future, like 100%. It'll be happening, but just kind of in a stage of life where not super motivated to do that right now. Looking forward to summertime, man. You know, going to the F1 next weekend, which is going to be really fun. Check out the Formula One. Went to a festival this past weekend on Saturday. There's just tons of fun stuff going on here. So, yeah. Not sure if it's Isle of Man or Gibraltar or UK. Yeah, they have offices in London and Gibraltar. No Isle of Man for Entain. That's where Stars has their head office. But, you know, most of these gaming companies have offices in, like, tax-advantaged places, right? Malta, Gibraltar, Isle of Man, you know, London City proper. Used to be some in Australia as well. You know, Costa Rica / Curacao, etc. Yeah. Okay. So we're off to the races in our 3 tournaments here. We have 2.5 starting stacks in the 5:30 main event. That's amazing. No bounties yet, but in a great spot. 55, we're chilling just below starting stack, just above in the 33. Our 215 PLO day 2 starts in 2 hours. And we have 2 other tournaments we're going to late register on the side as well for millions. Last day of millions, unless you make the final 9 in the main events. Very excited. Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Enjoy this brand new video that we just released today, and it's pretty sick. So I'll be right back. Here, still in the pure bubble, still definitely the shortest stack by 60,000. This is our double up moment here. Good luck. 8 against Jack 9. No, not the hand you want to see, dude. I think we're gonna bubble it. 2 outs. Rip. GG. Call. 6250 bounty. We got the ace king. Can we hold it, chat? Yes. And by hold it, I mean get there. Can we keep it there? Keep it clean. No 10, no jack. Oh, this is just a jack. It's a jack. We're gonna bubble, I think. Ace king 10 9. Oh, I think I'm going to bubble again. That's 2 bubbles with the best hand. Can we make it 3? Same thing here with king 6 suited, I think. They're a little bit shorter, so it's a little bit easier now. Much better hand to steal, I think, with. So, yeah. Welcome, welcome. We call for 54. Let's just win it with some spades. Oh, one more spade. Spade, king, or 6. Oh, how do we brick, man? A lot of short stacks that could potentially bust here. If it folds to us, we have a no-brainer all in, which it does. King Jack's a great hand. Don't want to call. If we get one, fine, whatever. Because we probably have the best hand. We don't. King Jack or 10, or else we bubble. Oh, it's so lame. So we will call even a rejam here. Good luck. For a lot of money, 200 bucks here. King, queen, ace 5, ace 7. Love the lineup. Just need a king or a queen. Hold it. Love the lineup, chat. Double knockout on the bubble. We've got $400 in bounties, 342 cashed. Here we go. Risking it on the bubble. Must be done with the jacks. It's 3rd time a charm against ace 3. We lose again with the jacks in the bubble. Just kidding. Give me the straight. We win it the fun way, Dottie. Let's go. We're on the bubble. We got to call off with ace 6. Can we survive against king jack for 50,000 chips to out-chip this opponent? No king, no jack. Oh. Ace 8, ace 7. Here we go to get to 140,000 on the bubble. Dude, another stone bubble. Just like last week, dude. Stone bubble getting it in the head. Do you want to ship this on the bubble? The thing is, this range is really weak. This range is also very weak. They always ship bigger hands here. It's too much to have money. We have to jam. We have to fade the stack. But, like, these 2 ranges are so weak. They snap. Ace jack. I don't like how they played this hand at all, but we have to fade busting right now. Yeah, that's brutal. So the most likely to call us is actually shorter than us. We don't bust if we lose the all-in. Ace, king, queen, 10. Hold it. Basically for the min cash here. We gotta dodge a lot. We're gonna bubble, unfortunately. We might bubble this one too, but ace king suited is quite good. We might go for double bubbles here, which would be pretty painful. Ace king sevens. Well, whoever was saying I run good, screw you. We are all in with 9-8 against queen 9. That's an 8. Survive. No, that's a straight. GG. Well, it's pretty run bad, I would say, to lose both those hands in the pure bubble. I think it's a fold. Again, it's like we're trying to survive here.
Do it!
Ooh, it's so close, man.
Just do it!
Oh, from 0 to 850, and then it's like 1100 for the win. So sick.
Just do it!
But if we double up here, which is likely, we have at least 67% against a range.
Do it!
Okay, we call. I don't know. Oh my God, they have a better hand. Oh my God, what are the odds, dude? So sick. I just want to see if Renato goes all in or not. They don't, but it's still a jam. So good luck, us. It's the second shortest stack with a very strong hand on the button. We're gonna reshove in the small blind from not Jito. And I think we are double bubbles. Oh, good fortune. Yeah, all right, we survived. All right, good luck. Oh, hit it and hold, Dottie, hit it and hold. Let's go. We are absolutely bounty kings, dude. It's, wow, 4-bet. Ship it. Good luck, us. Hopefully we don't bubble with the king, Dottie. Kings against aces, not so good to bubble the tournament with, but c'est la vie. There it is. Good luck. Ace king, ace 10 for 800,000 here. Gotta dodge the queen and the 10 and the 5. I bubble. Oh, it's brutal. I am the bubbler of this tournament, dude. It's pain. It's punishment. It's so sick. Hello chat, we're back. Did you like that highlight video? I think it was pretty good. It's a good one. It was a short one. It was a fun one. Good work, Rebecca and Patrick, on creating that. Okay, so we have 3 tables. We have a few more coming up. We've got the 530, the 55, and the 33. All day ones and the day twos are in a couple hours. But we have 2.5 stacks here in our 530 main event, which is awesome. So here we go, basically. Checks to us. We're going to value bet here. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to catch up with your comments that I missed on the break. Good luck, Jamie, says Poneface88 on YouTube. Thank you very much. Enjoy, pal. The Montreal, best in the summer. It is, really is. Jamie, for an American who has never been to a major Canadian city for an extended period of time, where's the first city you recommend I go? Montreal, Vancouver. I've been to Toronto for 1 day. Well, I think you nailed the 2 options I would recommend, right? And I think it depends on what you like. So if you like arts, culture, an urban environment, you like nightlife, you like a culinary scene, you generally vibe with a lot of the East Coast action, then Montreal is the right choice. For sure. Over Toronto as well. Toronto is the largest Canadian city. It's our center for business. If you care about events, right? Like if you want to go to see an international artist, they're most likely to be in Toronto. If you want to go to watch the big North American sports, they have all of them in Toronto. If you want to see Niagara Falls, go to Toronto. It's an hour away. Other than that, I think Montreal is definitely way better for a tourist. You'll just have a lot more fun here. My opinion. If you really are into like nature and an active lifestyle and sort of wellness, you like coffee culture in the morning and sort of like brunches and granola bowls, and you don't really care about anything that happens after 9 p.m., Vancouver, right? Vancouver has this beautiful nature around it. It's on the Pacific Ocean. It's around mountains, so there's great hiking trails and walking trails, and it's sort of like a very sort of active city on the ocean. And so if nature's your thing, then Vancouver, I'd recommend. If you like cities and nature, right? Vancouver's the one. But yeah, dude, I think for like most people, what just happened? PartyPoker just refreshed. Okay. That's crazy. For what most people like, Montreal is just a clear choice, dude. It's just the one. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it, dude. I've been to a lot of places. I'm lucky enough to have been to a lot of places. And for what I like about life, there's really very few places in the world that are like it. There's nothing like it on this side of the ocean. For sure. So. You know, I think you'll get elements of it in New York. And obviously New York will do some things better and bigger than Montreal does them, of course, for sure. There's way more people, cultural capital-wise, like it's much more relevant, of course. But the sensibility and the way of life is different, right? Like, for example, we have a cleaner here right now, actually, cleaning our house as I'm resetting all this up. You know, and Rebecca was asking, like, you know, have you been enjoying the summer so far? It's like, oh, you know, like the going to the park and having some like food and drinks for hours, like so far. But that's kind of it. And it's like, yeah, but that's what summer is, though. Like, that's what the vibe is. That's what we're doing, you know, like living in the moment. So yeah, I mean, I think come to Montreal, dude. Come to Montreal. It's great. It's a great spot. Okay, we've got all three of our tables back after that random table shutdown. It was weird. Our day 2 is still in 2 hours, and we're still late registering the 215 6 max and the 33. So we're good. Everything's fine. Next comment. Hey, James, good luck from Brazil to today's grind. Vamo. Thank you, Marco Suzuki. And welcome, my friend. Vamo, Brazil. Did you satellite into the main? Just bought in, dude. Just absolutely click the button. We're in there. To the Twitch comments now. These all day 2s. They're all 2 days, but these are all day 1s. Day 2s are in like an hour. Or an hour, 2 hours. What's up, Sarah London? How are you? Welcome. I do have 3 chats open, but it's actually not too hard. I just have all 3 right here. So I just go one at a time. Finish Twitch, go to Facebook. Finish Facebook, go to YouTube. Finish it. It's okay. The biggest F1 sponsor now, part of Leeds. Thoughts? Oh, yeah, Red Bull sponsoring Leeds. I think everyone in Leeds is really going to hate that. And a lot of football hands, because of like Leipzig, right? Like in the German league where it's like fan-owned, Leipzig is the only one that is like primarily company-owned, and people really hate that. I think Red Bull has a pretty poor name in football generally. Leeds is an antagonistic team already within football. So people will give them a lot of shtick for the Red Bull sponsorship. But I got a soft spot for Leeds, you know? Next to Tottenham, they're the team I hope does the best. So I hope it's successful for them. But yeah, Red Bull and football don't seem to get along very well. Okay, Facebook. All in, says Brock. All right, Sanche, Cheeklang, what's up? Matt Burr, Ship it, Dottie. Come on, Matt Burr. Playing like a poker god, says Marco. Thanks, man. Trying my best. That vid was excellent. So funny. Excellent video, Patrick and Rebecca. So I wonder if the sponsorship with Leeds from Red Bull will rewrite their place in football history, right? Like maybe it will sort of fix their name, you know, next to the Bundesliga sort of team ownership. All right, 2.5 million here in the 5:30 main event. 7:55 registration in this flight closes in 7 minutes. Pays 15% of the field, which is going to be about 12 people, I think. 12, 13 people. There is one like hyperflight left, I think, to play. Obviously, we don't want to play that. It's a turbo flight, not a hyper. It's a turbo. So there is one more option if we bust here, but kind of don't want to. Montreal just doesn't hit the same once you're married. Word. I feel you. I'm basically married to Rebecca, but like I understand I definitely understand there's an aspect to like going out and doing things when you're single that is different than when you're in a relationship, even though like it doesn't have an effect on the day-to-day experience. But I think about that with like Split Croatia, right? Split Croatia, we'd wake up every morning, we'd go to the Mediterranean and we'd have coffee, right? On the Mediterranean, and it was beautiful, and it was like just such a nice moment, soak in the sun. Everyone's walking around, it's a beautiful experience. But it would hit a little different not being single, in that like every person that walks by in a swimsuit has this layer of, I'm in a committed relationship and I have some sort of responsibility to be respectful to my partner, and it's like people are beautiful and that's great, but also like the way that I am engaging with my mind and with my eyes is different than when I was single. And I guess it's true with the arts scene as well, in that when there's just like fluid, sort of more open sexuality, more general, just kind of like flirty sort of interest in stuff, it's a different experience than when you're committed. So I get it. But also Rebecca and I are having a bit of a partying and going out renaissance, I would say, in that we're definitely going out for drinks a little bit more. And I'm definitely more interested in partying as a guy in a monogamous relationship than I was like 4 or 5 years ago, like I'm a pretty liberal and progressive guy, right? Like I'm in a monogamous relationship, but there's still appreciation of sexuality and human form and stuff like that. So I feel like there's a way to participate while still being respectful of like relationship boundaries, being bohemian and artistic about it as opposed to, dominant, I guess. But yeah, love your streams from Germany, bro. Good luck. Thank you. Ahmet Gutas. I'm speaking of party scene. I think about Berlin. I feel like there's a lot of people that manage to enjoy going out in Berlin but are in monogamous relationships, right? I think that's a thing. That video is the reason I prefer cash games. Yeah, a lot of bubbles, man. Good luck, man. Been playing global poker. Can play SC for money. What's up, D Sellers 778? Yeah, I've heard about that. Good luck on it, man. Obviously, I'm a party poker guy, but I think I know the CEO of Global Poker. I like him. He's a good dude, so wish them success. Speak French a little bit. Je parle français un peu. Mais je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français bien. J'étudie français chaque jour. Je tente le cours français dans le YMCA, dans le centre-ville, Montréal. Mais still, je parle petite. Mes amis sont anglophones. Et je travaille dans anglais. Donc, c'est difficile. Mais j'écoute et je regarde le français chaque jour dans la ville. Donc, I'll improve. Je voudrais another class dans le YMCA. Pull the ace-5 to the shove from Stoyan. 6-10. I mean, maybe we can get away with a call there with the bounty, to be honest. Need 5% less equity. I think that's a bit of a mistake by me. I was thinking about French. Hey, Mr. Staples. It's Brockshot Poker here on YouTube. What's up? Hello, Brockshot. I've been playing poker as much, but I've had your stream on the background while I work. Good luck. I'm also thinking of moving to Montreal. Dude, yes. Yes. Come to Montreal and hang out. Hello from Costa Rica. Pura vida. What's up, Juan? How are you, man? Thanks for tuning in. I miss Costa Rica and Tamarindo specifically. Love it. Pura vida, my friend. Welcome. All right, I'm caught up on chat. We've got 3 tables. We've got some late regs coming up. 33 and a 215. Also a 109 PLO. Is it a knockout? Because if it is, might actually get that PLO now. Let's see. It is a non-knockout. Okay. Then I'll late register that one too. And our day 2 is about in an hour and a half. We'll do something. Uh, 9-10 is whatever. It's full. Oh, connecting to chat. Come on. Chat holds. Internet's so weird today. Jimmy, that was great input. Thanks, pal. Cheers, man. Of course. I don't know, man. Like, there's something about it. It's interesting to think about Jurgen, right? Because in some ways, just the way I think about those environments are a little different than I used to. God, can I even talk about this really? I think there's something to be said for just living outside of like one's desires of what one wants, right? You know? So I think there's a way to experience sort of youthful, progressive, fun, sexually charged environment in a way that isn't sort of isn't about what you can get from it, because obviously in a monogamous relationship there is nothing you can get from it, but it can just be an appreciation of that state in and of itself, you know? Like when you look at a piece of art, kind of a very stunted way of thinking about art, I think, is, well, how does that art relate to me? It's like, well, maybe you're not the point of the art, right? You can think about how the art relates to you through your lens in the world. You can think about how it might relate to other people based on their lenses and how that's interesting, you know, the different interpretations. But then you can also just think about the art in and of itself, you know, devolved from your experience and what you want it to do for you or what it does for you. just think about it in and of itself as an object and as a piece, as part of the environment, as a multi-layered experience in a society, right? Same thing about going out in a monogamous relationship and being in sort of like flirty young environments. It's not about what you can get. It's just about being in the energy. It's being in it, being around it, seeing it around you, you know, all of that. There's something to it. I don't know. Maybe. It's a take. Check. So you're gonna stream a Pokerstaples and P-Card wedding next year then? Bro, we do need to tie the knot pretty soon here. We've been dragging our feet at getting this together. There's something to it. I think we have to fold, right? Like Jack 10's so reasonable. We're drawing really slim here. Your USP for me is your philosophical meanderings. Love it, bro. Stay lucky. Thanks, man. Cheers. That's my favorite stuff. I like this. I don't know. It's just, I like to go there, man. Watch you and your brother all the time. I've heard you got a third brother. Does he play poker as well? Very rarely. He has some in the past, but like never really grinded, you know? Just like more for fun. I'm actually going to see him tomorrow. He's here. He's visiting. My brother Chris. He's visiting for a good 9-10 days. So to go to F1. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Like they're kind of furthering this point, right? About like experiencing things. Obviously our senses are perceiving on an individual level, as I punch myself in the face. You know, so our pain is related to our body. Our eyes are seeing things outside of our brain, right? Our brain is controlling this piece of the puzzle. But, you know, when we look at an anthill, we can look at the ants or we can look at the hill, right? The structure of the colony of ants. And so for us, like, the choice to perceive, we can look at the individual and the specific, but then we can also choose to look at the sort of collective and the sort of the group environment. And I think it's the same thing in living life in general, in that the default state is obviously a completely individualized view. And it's where our senses live. We must call here, especially for a bounty. They limp jam, a6 suited, is good enough. That's obviously the default setting. It's how our bodies are designed to be. But sometimes I think it's okay to step outside of that personal experience into a more collective one. And either experience things more broadly, somewhat intellectually as well, somewhat removed. But then you can also go the other way and get more specific, not about like, how does my whole body feel about this, but like, you know, what's the experience about a piece of my body or a piece of myself or something like that, right? That's interesting. It just makes life bigger. And I think that idea is kind of some of what David Foster Wallace in his really famous commencement speech, This is Water, kind of talks about with like our default setting. It's a great speech. If you've never heard it before, honestly, go on YouTube and check it out. I think no matter who you are, no matter your political leanings, you'll find something valuable in this speech. Everyone I've talked to has really enjoyed it. And I go back to it about once a year and I get something new from it every time, and something more. But one of the main premise of the main premise of the speech is that the value of education is being able to step outside of this default setting, right? Where you're stuck performing essentially as like a robot because you can't control your emotions. You can't control the way that you perceive things. You're not able to perceive the choice of the ways to view the world. And I think that's kind of what he's getting at. And I think that's that's how I think about going to youthful events in a relationship. Oh, just lost the plot, to be honest. All right, rolling. Good to see you, Jamie. What's up, Nasty Nicholas? Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. Good luck, brother, says Robbie May 3 minutes ago. Thank you, Robbie. GG Alex on YouTube. Hello from Italy. Ciao. I actually don't know hello in Italian. Welcome. And thanks for hanging out. We got T on Facebook as well, and something in Cyrillic. Don't know how to say it, but welcome from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Hello. What's up? Thank you for the good luck. Also, GG Alex says good luck on Facebook. Thank you, GG. And Jason Richland. What site do you play on? This is PartyPoker. Look, man, I just got married. We're the same age, me and you. Montreal just has so much good charge. Nightlife just hurts going with my wife instead of my boys like I used to. Yeah, I hear you. Very different experience. One of those things that it is what it is. You just suppress it. Art analogy is great. Word, man. Yeah, definitely a different experience. I mean, yeah, totally different experience. I get it. Oh my goodness, it's Captain Co-op dropping 101. 101. It's our Dalmatian anniversary. Co-op, man. Only you could come up with 101 Dalmatian anniversary. Thanks for the resub. Welcome back. How are you, man? One of our many Chicago legends in the chat. There's a good 3 of them. It's a pleasure to see you as always, man. Thank you for the 101. It's possible to have an Imgur link of the pictures of various art pieces you've gotten, even though pictures of art isn't as good as the art itself. So I have on my personal Instagram, not my Pokerstaples, my Jaime Staples Instagram, as well as my Jaime Staples TikTok, I have 4 episodes of my art collection on there. I still have 4 more to do. Once I finish them, I'll make like a tweet thread or something with all of the pieces. I'm just sort of midway through that project, so yeah. Dude, don't sweat it. I've been engaged for like 7 years now. We're basically married. Yeah, we is exactly the same problem, bro. Dude, trying to get a wedding together, and it's like, oh, pandemic. Oh, death in the family. Oh, eating disorder. Oh, okay. Well, it can wait. It's just like, it's hard to get, and like people from 2 families across the Atlantic together in one place. It's just so much time and effort to put it together, but it's okay. We'll do it one day. Ace 8's going to be a fold. Are these subtitles AI? Yes, because we're live streaming, so it'd be super sick if I could employ someone to like type in real time and do subtitles, but I guess I could do that, but I have not chosen to, so it's just the AI subtitles. I'm going to reshove against the button open here. This looks insanely wide, but they have a bounty on their head. We need 5% less equity. Immediately, people overpulled the spot already, so we're just going to go really crazy there. Go for it, especially with the bounty. I think it's clear. Ooh, not ideal. Not ideal. How about we hold? No 3. Let's go. Cover both for bounties. We probably shouldn't fold the button here. I don't know. Probably go with top pair, covering for a bounty. Seems like a fine gamble. Did we win? We did. How? Did we make it straight? Yeah, we did. Let's go. Straight's good, Dottie. Send me the money. What's up, Nicolo Lascari? Nice player, beautiful mind. Thanks, man. That's very kind. Big dubs coming. Let's go. We're c-betting against my brother, Matty Ice, who also hasn't made it in the main event here. We're absolutely getting crushed as the two Party Poker pros. Not making it in the main. He check calls. Bet turn, check river, maybe? Like, it's a little weird. The triple barrel is optimistic, I'd say. But he folds the turn. Good fold. Matty Baines. Short sandwich. No, wait. It was Mike Mika dropping the 34-month resub. What's up, man? Hello, Mike. Thanks for dropping that prime. Get some love of the chat for your boy Mike Mika. Thank you, man. How are you? Raise 3-bet. Fold the 8s. Watching from Geneva, Switzerland. Best of luck. Thanks, man. Do you find yourself in a healthy rivalry with Matty Ice? No. Like, it's... Matt and I have, like, a showman's rivalry, right? Where it's like, we'll play up the rivalry in the moment, but, like, I don't... There's not a desire in my heart of, like, oh, I gotta crush Matty Ice. Like, no, for sure not. I want to win the tournament. So I need to win all the chips. I need to make the best decision at all times to win all my chips. And Matty Ice and I don't share bank accounts, right? Like, we're playing on our own money. We're trying to find success in our lives. But in general, I want Matt to succeed. But of course, when I'm on the stream, I'm going to play up the banter because it's fun. That's just the truth, though. This is just not... Not nice. Theory would have us peel here, but in practice, I'm not going to. Because I think they're going to bluff less than they should. That's why. Fives beats threes. That's great. King 5 is pretty trash. Folded on the button. Exactly. We got hardcore delayed by the pandemic. Just never got back to it. Yeah. I feel like there's dozens of us that are in the same scenario. Dozens. Cool, Jamie. What a luck to play next to your brother. Good luck to both of you. Thanks, Boris. Thanks, man. Jack for suited of folds. Staples sending positive vibes from up north. Thanks, Colin Moore. How are the vibes up high in Canada? You and Matt ever go to live events together? We haven't. Like, we used to go to European events when we lived together, but since then, I don't think we have. Maybe run it up Reno once when we were living separately. Hopefully, we can more in the future. So Ontario licensed online poker have their own player pool? Yes. Yeah. You can just play with Ontario in Ontario. You guys want to know what Rebecca got me for my birthday? Let's watch. It is a Seiko tank modeled after the Cartier tank. Right? It's the Seiko version. Super cool. I really like it. I'm going to get this 33 going on table 1 because I don't want to miss registration on it. There we go. All right. I'm up to 4 tables. The 4 deuce in the main event on our beautiful 2.7 million. Now over here, this is a nice hand. Ace, king, queen, queen. With 1 suit to the ace. Give me some action. Just like that, we see a terrible flop. Backdoor hearts, overpair. But against a pot bet, we fold. Well, a little weird here, I'd say. And a bet and a raise. Well, I guess against 2, I'm just going to fold because someone has a better pair and someone probably has enough flush draw. So we're up against an aces and enough flush draw, I think. But they're very deep, so who knows? We'd be dead on the turn. I guess dead to a 10. But open from Eleanor, shove from Gabrielle K. I think we go for it here. We need about 4% less equity. Ace Queen suited is like the line. With 4% less equity, I think it's an all-in. Good luck us in the 530. It's Ace King. It's a very likely hand, I'd say, in the range. Ace King offsuit. Still, it's going to be jacks. It's going to be 10s. It's going to be 9s. Too much equity against those sort of hands. Mongolia, what's up? Oh yeah, we got lots of viewers from Mongolia, man. Tons. Montreal Vegas says, hello, good luck, thank you. So you cannot participate in any of the big events? Not in Ontario, no. No, they have their own player pool. There's still good opportunities there, but it's their own pools, so there's no shared prize pools or anything. As soon as he held it up, I thought it was a Cartier, man. I definitely, I'm not into watches enough to buy a 10K Cartier tank, but the $100 Seiko version, 100%, dude. I like it. Watch is sharp. Yeah, thanks to Rebecca for the gifts. Very nice. Oh my God, it's the legend, dude. It's the one and only legend. It's the guy. It's the man. The Birmingham Prince, Ed K. What's up, Ed? Always great to see you, man. Thanks for the 110-month resub. How's life, dude? Any music festivals? Give me the update on that. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you. Gets a love of the chat for an absolute legend of the stream. Ed K must play. In the building. Thanks, man. Good luck today, brother. It's a lucky day for me. Got married 24 years ago today. Paul Savoie. Happy anniversary, man. That's incredible. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. That's exciting. Whew, 24 years. Any lessons learned, Paul? I would like to know how to get money to you via Facebook. I don't think I have a way on Facebook. On Twitch, I have like a donate button below Twitch. I need to sign up for something on Facebook where people can do like, can tip basically if they like the stream. I haven't done it yet. Let me get on that, okay? This is not a satellite. This is actually the main event. So you can see the payouts say qualification to day 2 for the 55 and the 530. But it's not a satellite, actually. You play till you're in the money in these tournaments. So 15% of the field makes the money. If you make the top 15%, you take your stack through to day 2. You're guaranteed a min cash, and then you continue on in the next day. And so we don't know how much that cash will be because we don't have the total prize pool yet, basically. But, you know, in a bounty, it's going to be a $550 min cash plus whatever bounties you have. And then here it'll be a $53 min cash plus your bounties, etc. So, yeah. What's up, Daniel Sorolla on YouTube? I'm doing great, man. Very happy. I'm excited. Family is visiting for the next 9 days. I get to go to F1 this weekend, so it's kind of like I have a little bit of my summer vacation following the end of these tournaments today, and then some meetings tomorrow, and then I'm kind of I get a bit of time to spend with family, so really excited, man. And the poker's going well today too. We got some good stacks. So, do you find a difference in reading players in real life versus online? For sure, very different thing, you know. In online poker, reading players is often really about the logic that they're putting forward. You know, every poker hand, it's like someone's telling a story. And based on mathematics in poker, story has a baseline likelihood of how likely or unlikely is that story. And then there's the human aspect of, well, how likely or unlikely is it from this human being based on whatever information we have. But in online poker, it is very much like, do I believe your story or not? Based on how this hand is played out. How likely is this story? In live poker, you have a lot more information against the human being. So it's still how likely is this story, but you can make much larger deviations from just that data point to adjust for the human being because you can see them in the face, right? You can see the image that they're presenting to the world. Not just in the hand, but in the way that they dress, the way that they act. You know, the general demographic of their demeanor is going to have some correlations that are applicable. So it's a different thing for sure. Remember when you did have that European trip and lots of grinding? The journey was nice to follow. I guess that was on YouTube back then. Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The Euro travels for a few years. I look forward to heading back. Probably this winter I'll head back for a bit, I would think. Obviously fold here with jacks, no diamond in our hand. Clear fold. Well, this is annoying, isn't it? We're crushing this range. Not so worried about it. It's just, do we beat Felipe's? And like, yeah, we do for 23 blinds. I think we got to gamble here. And if we lose, then we have to re-enter in our last chance. But it's 9s against 7s, so we probably win here. Good flop. Really bad turn. Come on! Quads taking it down on the end. 3.1 million, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Today is the day I feel it, says Andrew Trudel on Facebook. Let's go, man. The moment is now. I think your answer will be coming through right away, Jay Richmond. Just with the delay, I had talked about the live versus online read thing. But yeah, I think general reads for tips is like, just general poker studying will help a lot, right? Sometimes people are telling really convenient stories where it's just like, oh, this story doesn't make a lot of sense, right? And so getting to sort of understand the pure mathematical engine underneath allows you at least to get to that point. Queen 3's a fold. Thank you, Johnny Woo, for the good luck, bro. Thanks, man. Watch all your stuff, never comment, but learn so much. Thank you. No problem, Andrew Trudel. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate you. All right, and we're going on a 5-minute break here, but we have triple stack in the 530, starting stack in the 55 mini main, half stack in the 33 PLO, 1.7 stacks in the 33 6 max. This hour, we're starting up in a 215 6 max and a 109 PLO. And in 1 hour, we start day 2 of our 215 pot limit Omaha in the money, $550 min cash, and about 14K for the win. Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Enjoy 5 minutes of highlights, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Come on, let's go. Stay with me. Another 150 bounty. Call me the vacuum. Just sucking up all the chips, Dottie. Send them. We're going to 3-bet Vitor D. And small bet. On the ace-high board, which I think is standard in the 3-bet pot. They call king on the turn. Check, check. What could you have here? Send to. I think we have to raise. The likelihood of a 3-barrel bluff is lower than the likelihood they have a 6 and they were going for thin value. Oh, let's go. 125 bounty coming our way. We're up to 455. Now in a spot where we can really contend for this tournament. We're 5 of 24, 13 pay. That's a huge pot. 175 bounty, but more important in terms of like our position in the tournament. So they're all in here for a half stack. We should call. King 7 suit is pretty good. Definitely good enough for a half stack. They're all in. We will overcall here and hopefully get all the bounties. King or 7. King or 7. Now just a 10. The side pot was pretty big there too, but we can't get it done. Put us back down in 12th place. Open the jacks. Get a call. King, queen, 4. It's a really bad flop for jacks, to be honest with you. Might still have the best hand, but we're not going to get a lot of money in this hand if we do. This is brutal, but we call and then fold river, I think. It's good we win that pot. 10 of 19, 13 pay. We're pretty close here. Pretty close to the big time money. Open here, call with 10s, and the squeeze from Alvaro. 10s are so good. They have 31 blinds. I don't think folding's in our future. Wow. I guess we fold. Brutal. Jacks against ace king. Ace king wins a pot there. This bounty is gone, and we are on the soft bubble of this 215 bounty. 300,000 chips, 10 of 16. Relaxing. Everything's going fine. Kind of awkward stacks here. I mean, I could just 3-bet call, but I think I'll be crazy like this instead. This is a good spot to induce bluffs, and hopefully Florian knows that because... Well, I don't have aces, I don't have queens, I don't have ace-queen. I don't always have the hand that I have here either. So it's really hard for me to have a super strong hand in this spot. I do have king 10, for sure. Point being, like, they may think they have a big range advantage in this spot, when in reality we've got a pretty strong ace-jack. But I think the answer is call, call, call here. If they check, we go for a big bet. Maybe not a big bet. Oh, we go for a bet. All right. And we take it down 453,000. And they had ace king. Well, we dodged a bullet. Huge flop for us. Massive hand. Pretty unlucky for Florian, obviously. Open king queen. Get a call. King king deuce. I want to get all the money here, so I'm going to size to where I can make that happen. But they fold. It's fine. Raise get a call in 2 spots. Jack 6-3 on the flop. Pretty dry, but this is pretty strong, though. This flat under the gun 1. Gray Street, drop of the 47-month resub. What's up, Gray Street? You legend. Hey, everyone. We are back in action 1 hour before our day 2s. But let's pick up where we left off with some big stacks. Sorry, Jamie, it's been a while, says Ed K. I've been going to at least one festival this year, going to the one in Oxfordshire next month. Amazing. Let's go. I've got about a 6-minute delay, by the way, today, Ed, because I had some disconnects, just so you know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. You can send stars on Facebook. It's like buying a sub, I think. Oh, word. Okay. I'll have to figure out how that works. I think I have to sign up to something, like fill out some forums or something like that. Thanks for the heads up, Racy JC. Hello, brother from Greece. What's up, MaxMax69? Good to see you. Spud BCFC and Ed K in the house. Let's go. Like the old days, man. Couple legends. Where's PGD? Jacks against 10s here, all in for 2 million chips. In 24 years, I learned not to report all my poker winnings and losings to her. Okay, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Who's your F1 driver? Quad's nice. PartyPoker used to sponsor McLaren, so I still support them. I got to go to the Paddock Club here in Montreal 1 year, which was really cool. I got to meet Daniel Ricciardo. This is a signed hat from Daniel Ricciardo right there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I support McLaren as a team, but you know how it works in F1. It's not like, it doesn't have to be like that, really. You know, there are all sorts of drivers you can hope to do well, or there's drama. Like, it's not like every other team, screw you. So, yeah, I like both the Ferrari guys. I like Ferrari as a team as well, but I like Sainz and Leclerc. Was super happy to see him win in Monaco. I mean, I definitely anti-sweat Max some, you know. I anti-sweat Perez some as well. Anti-sweat Red Bull some as well. Like Lewis. Lewis is great. Big fan of Lewis. George Russell. Not quite sold yet on George Russell. I think he'll come into his own. Lando's great. Piastri is great. Really like them both. Yeah. A fan of a bunch of people, man. Love the sport. Really enjoy watching it. And hope McLaren can take it down this weekend, man. So excited to watch the race live. It's going to be so much fun. Are you going to get back to the added zero grind? It's pretty unlikely at this point. I enjoy playing live poker, but it's a lot of work with not a ton of gain. And, like, I don't need to grind 2-5 anymore, thankfully. At least at this point, I'm pretty lucky to where I've been able to grind up to higher stakes. And so I just can't figure out a way to make it make sort of like business sense. But I do enjoy the experience. So there's probably a future where it happens. I think it just... I don't know what that will look like yet. We'll have to see. Life is long, though. There's time. Really well. Been doing a lot of exercise, trying to play more poker. Oh, nice. Awesome, Ed. Spud says, I've completed my teacher training now, and I have a job as a cover teacher at the moment. Still doing the football and applied for a new job yesterday. Currently down with the virus. Hoping it's not COVID, so haven't worked today. Oh, Spud. We call that substitute teachers here, but cover teacher in the UK. I'm happy for you, man. Congrats, Spud. Congratulations, man. Amazing stuff. What's up, Mike and Capo? Hey, man, really enjoy your channel. I watch a lot of poker streamers, but you handle the unpleasant variants better than anyone else I watch. So thanks for staying positive. Cheers, man. Thanks. I do my best to stick it out, you know? I have a lot of practice with it. So... You don't have, but some Unreal Hand Stars player? Question mark, question mark. I don't really know what that means. We're playing on PartyPoker right now, first of all. Second of all, I think your comment is getting at you think it's unfair for you, which I don't believe. Coco Boyka, good luck, champ. Thanks, man. Thanks. We have a full house. 2s and 4s. It's good enough. The 1.6 million in the 33 there. Double stack, 2.7 stacks in the main event. Registration is closed. How many make it? 13 players make the money. Top 13 here, and there's 31 left. I hope it's us. I really do. Stoyan has a bounty on their head, but this has got to be the nuts, no? Min raising off 12 blinds here. I'm just going to fold. I think it's too likely to be the nuts to want to rejam. Talk about the old days. KP. Used to play some cards with KP, man. In Lethbridge, that's true. Lethbridge, Alberta. How are you, man? I just sent a text, or Mike sent a text to me, Mike Tarnez. Mike Tarnez. So I was chatting with him a little bit just the other day. Back-to-back raises. Now this time they're a little bit deeper. Oh man, this is weird. Because last time they raised off 12 blinds. This time they're raising off 15, but the position is worse. Oh no. Well, we're going to fold because we're getting that relaunch, I think. It looks like my Party Poker just completely crashed, so let's get that up and running again. I don't know what's going on with that, but just give me a few minutes to get all of the lobbies in the right spot again. This is a call if things load in time. This is not the 530, by the way. This is a 33-6 max as we suck out. Got to get everything back in its spots. That was super bizarre that happened. This happened twice today. It's happened before, like in my life as a party player, but it's really rare, so I don't really know what's happening with that. Okay, we got the colors and now the lobbies. Okay, good. Everything in the right place. We just open up the two lobbies that accidentally closed themselves. And then we're good. Sweet. All right, what'd I miss? I meant to bring this up yesterday. Someone asked if you could recommend any poker books. You didn't mention my book, How to Lose a Poker the PSR Way. Sad face. A poker classic PSR. An absolute poker classic. Okay. How many make the money here, by the way? 10 players. We're down to 15. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty, I would say. And then here, 13 players make it. We're 15 of 29. Every hand pocket pair, decent ace. Sponsor player, question mark? Well, we're playing 4 tables, so I switch to the most exciting hand at all times. But if you want to look at my hands, you can look below my face, and you can see the average hand that I get, which is, well, average. You know? That's how it works, man. So who don't you like in F1? Better question, yeah. Yeah, Anti-Sweat, Max, and Chico fairly often. Who's the guy that got a penalty on Russell? Against Russell. I'm blanking on his name. I know it. I just... Accept all. Yeah, so I'm going to go through the list right now. I should be able to list most of them off by heart, but I'm blanking on this guy's name. So Max, kind of anti-sweat Max, to be honest. Rookie 3K dropping the 48-month resub. Good luck today. Thanks, man. Thanks for the resub. Welcome back to the team. Gets a love of the chat. For what is that, 4 years? It's 4 years, man. Supporting this show. Thank you so much. Rookie 3K, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna open A7. Anti-sweat max, not terribly, but a little bit. Charles Leclerc, like, big fan of Charles. Was super happy for him last week. They have 12 blinds here. I think we just get it in with the same hand. That's fun. And now we have a potential big hand against my brother Matt here. It's a 3-bet. And it don't fold. I mean, it would be painful to bust him or bust ourselves, but Ace King's a big hand. Lando Norris, McLaren's my team. Gotta love Lando. Gotta support him. I think he's great. Carlos Sainz, big fan of Carlos Sainz. I think the coolest driver on the paddock. Definitely has got a great vibe going on. Good personality. Everything about him is sweet. I think he's great. So big fan of Carlos Sainz. Sergio Perez, I anti-sweat a bit. Oscar Piastri on my team. Into it. Love the Piastri. George Russell, I'd say honestly a slight anti-sweat just because I think he's got to come into his own a little bit. He's feeling himself a little bit too much. He's giving off a little bit too much forced James Bond energy, and it's got to tone back a bit. But it's just, he will. It'll be fine. Lewis Hamilton, big fan. Love the dude. I think he's great in all sorts of ways. Fernando Alonso. I anti-sweat Alonso a bit. Not the biggest fan of Alonso. Yuki Tsunoda, yeah. I mean, chaotic energy. Love it. Stroll, neutral. I feel bad because I think he gets too much shtick. But I'm also not passionate about him. Oliver Behrman is a backup driver for Ferrari with 6 points. Oh, yeah, this is the point total. Nico Hulkenberg, I like him. Ricardo, love Ricardo. Signed hat behind me. Alex Albon, big fan. Feel bad for the guy after his experience in Red Bull. I like Albon. Ocon, I'm a fan, but he's getting a little crazy out there. Kevin Magnussen, also crazy. Neutral. Pierre Gasly, I like. Enjoy Pierre Gasly. Zhao Guan Yu, kind of neutral. Don't see him outside of the bottom three very often. Same with Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Bottas and the Bottas, if you know what I'm saying. And then last, Logan Sargent. GG. Hope for the best for him. Hasn't been a great season. There's my thoughts. Okay. What's up top in event number 5? We don't know yet. It's 500,000 guarantee. I would guess it's going to be like 70,000 for the win if you include bounties. But all the flights combined for day 2. Day 2 starts pretty soon. In like an hour and a half, I think day 2 starts. Hour and 15 minutes. So we'll find out the final prize pool at that point. Big guy with the beard and glasses. Dixie's Mike. Mike the Railroad Guy. Mike the Railroad Guy, KP. There was a lot of Mikes. Mike the Railroad Guy. Yeah. Good times, man. I'm good, bud. 3 weeks till my flight to Vegas. Man, I have the greatest time and win all the money, if you wouldn't mind. Because I'm not going to Vegas this year, so you can just take it all. Matty Ice with a stack too. Love that. Yeah, man. Couple stacker buds going on up there. Rookie 3K. Haven't tuned into Twitch for a while. Just been watching on YouTube. Looking forward to Vegas next week. Wish me luck. I hope you win, Rookie. Good luck in Vegas, man. Get it done. Whew. Well, I just got my accounting bill. We are stuck on the day, chat. So we are stuck, fortunately. Check on the flop. Turns a jack. Great. We're chilling. Oscar Gomez. I'm a party poker guy. So Oscar's asking about the 888 poker platform. I want you to play with us as party poker, obviously. So, honest answer to your question, do I think their platform is reliable? Absolutely. They're a regulated poker company. Your money will be safe with them. I know some of the people that work there. It's a safe place to play. But why not play with us, though? Why not try us a party poker? That's all I'm saying. So that's the answer to your question. But there's a but, though. Ace Jack here, right? Ace Jack or Jack 10. They bet flop, check turn because they pick up showdown value and then have to decide on the river. It's Ace Jack. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know. When you know, you know. That's what I'm saying. That story was just like, it was a pretty niche range that was possible there. 600 NL PLO mix, 600 PLO, 800 deep stack. Possibly the 1,500 bomb pot if the week goes well. Let's go. There's a 1,500 bomb pot event? That's crazy. Yeah, I can move the cups. The cup was blown up a couple days ago, so we had to move it. There we go. There's one more table to fix, but just give me a second. Missed your bands. The 38 blind shove. All right, fix this one. There we go. It's my 9th year watching you from Brandon Ludwig. Happy 9 years, brother. Coming up on 10. A decade's intense. How do you feel about that? A decade's a lot. I feel like that's a significant milestone in our lives. I just want to watch a good race always when I watch F1. Always nice to see the McLaren boys do well. Yeah, exactly. It's just such a different sport than like football on the extreme or something, right? Like you might have a team you support, but you're generally not anti-sweating anyone. It's more just like, oh, what's going on in the whole field? I feel the same way you do, Ed. We are 2 off the money here. This is actually a mistake by me. I've already made it though, unfortunately. So now it's a compound mistake because I've risked 540,000. But I think min cashing this tournament was actually pretty important. We're 2 off the bubble. Now I fold. Great. I think min cashing is kind of important. Especially with, there's likely going to be some overlay in this tournament, so the min cash will be larger than typical. I will do KP. I will, man. Good to see you. Aces, queen 10, 10, 9, etc. No one busts. Oh, no, wait. One person busts. Okay, so we're on the stone bubble here. We are the shortest stack. I do think we want to try and cash. Let's go to our 5:30 main event. Counting bill 3-4K, 7, unfortunately. I do have a company. It's a little complicated, but yeah, seven bands is, it's kind of a lot of money for accounting, you know? And then I pay a bookkeeper as well, so it's like about 15 grand, I think, a year. It's a high overhead to keep everything in order. If you can find somewhere, you should read or listen to book Aki Hintsa, The Core, Better Life, Better Performance. There's a lot of interesting formula stuff. Doctor and coach of many F1 drivers. Interesting. I haven't heard of that book before. I'm definitely not into that genre of book at the moment, of like high performance books or life improvement or self-help books. Like, just not really my vibe at the moment, but this is a call, yeah. Closing the action for sure with ace-10. Like, often we're going to be dominated, but there's going to be some broadways in here. There's going to be middling pairs. There's a bounty overlay, which is kind of a big deal. And we hit the ace on the turn. Tough one for Eleanor. But for us, simply the greatest news. It's a 5.2 million, 5 of 25, 13 spots make the money. We are 12 off at this point. And our first bounty in the tournament. It's not COVID. Nice, but glad to hear it, man. Let's just stream for a second. How much money could we win during the stream if we ship everything we play today? Free hug and good vibes. Maybe like 120K, something like that. Something in there. Yeah, I'd say 120. All right, Peter Miracle. Have a good time at Grandma's next week, man. Call Jack 6 diamonds. Gotta love accounts. Want to get them back. Tape them to their chair and move the stapler on the desk. Oh, man, yeah. It's worth noting that that account bill is in Canadian dollars, so that's like probably 5K US or like 4K pounds, something like that. But it's not cheap. So I'm in the spot. Kind of forgot the spot we were in, but nonetheless, looks okay. We've got top pair, we've got a wrap, we've got a flush draw to the second nuts. It's all looking pretty good. Jack 6 loses to King 10 here. And we might pure bubble this tournament. I don't think I would have folded this pre anyways, double suited when we were short a stack in the tournament, but to be honest, I did forget. We have a straight, but 2 clubs wins here, and what is about a flip that one of them has a flush here? Maybe about 50-50. If we see a bet, it's very bad news. We are out. Okay. 750 bounty, but we bubbled the money there, unfortunately, in the 33. I'm going to get the 215 going pretty soon. Just let me see if there's any more PLO. Oh, no, it's over. There is a 320 that just started though, actually. Nice. Okay, sweet. There's a 320 PKO just started, so I'm going to put that on table we just busted. It's a 320 knockout millions event. Beauty. Okay. I'll just change the buy-in on table 6. Beauty. What did you say? Yeah, the big blinds I think are confusing to brand new poker players. And for existing poker players, they know how to convert big blinds into chips into big blinds and vice versa. So I think it's just better for poker generally to display chips so it's less confusing for new people. My cousin's a stuntman and runs an MMA side thing. He was like, 3K, 7K, damn, bro. Better win the Sunday party. Yeah. Yeah, my corporate setup's really annoying, to be honest. Because all of my poker activity is through a corporation, so I pay myself a salary, right? And then my company pays my taxes to the government, and then the corporation pays taxes. So there's essentially 4 different like tax returns that I need to do. My personal one for the federal government and for the provincial government, and then my company one for the federal government and the provincial government. And so, yeah, and corporations, like everything's just kind of got to be in line and be in order, more so than personal, where it's like less of a big deal. So all of my poker accounts, all the accounts that move money between poker and bank and stuff like that, need to be documented regularly. Like every journal entry needs to be documented. And then there's like specific setups as well to like essentially hold the accounts in trust. Because if I tried to open an account on a poker site as a company, it would not work, obviously. They only serve as individuals, so that makes it more complicated too. 7-8 suited is kind of whatever here. I'm gonna fold the ace jack in the 55 main event. We just flat. Vettel, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Hakkinen, etc. See, I haven't been a fan for long enough. Like I think maybe 6 years or so. So I've attended 4 Grand Prix. It's a decent amount. Watched all the races since I've been a fan, but definitely have some blind spots in F1 history for sure. Super interesting facts about how hard life can be at the top of F1 driver. Oh, word. Yeah, interesting. Would love to fill in some of that history. All right. Hello. What's up? The Cyrillic name on Facebook. Welcome. I don't think you can in Belgium, Davey. I think you can play on bwin in Belgium, I believe. Watch Mongolia. So many Mongolian viewers. I'm a huge fan. I've got to get to Mongolia, man. There's just too many of you. Need to plug my phone in, dude. Oh no, it's 93%. We're good. I don't have any oversight on the ban or unban, Brandon. I wish I did. Obviously, that'd be nice, but no, you're gonna have to go through support. Like, I have no recourse at all in that department. Six of 22, 13 make the money. Yeah. We have one bounty. All in for bounty. They shove for starting stack with the min bounty. We need 5% less equity than normal here with queen 5. And the problem is their 8 blind shoving range is so wide. I think we just need to call here. Because it's going to be all the suited connectors, like 8-9 suited, like all that's going to shove. Oh, another bounty. 2 suckouts for bounties. Let's go. 250 in bounties. Did we just lose Matty Ice last hand, though? Oh, no. I think he's just on a new table. Yeah, new table. Cool. Huge sucko, man. 6 million. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Fold the king 8. Shout out to me. Jaime Staples says Anthony Arellano. Anthony, what's up, man? Good to see you in the house. Seven, 8 suited, too much to jam here in a bounty. In a non-bounty, we probably want to do something, but I don't think so in this spot. Jack 9 is going to be a fold. Seven of 20. Can you use company money as bankroll? All of the bankroll is in the company. It is in the company. So I own the company. But all of the bankrolls within the company, and then I have my own personal funds. So yeah. Poker income is taxed at, I think, 24% within corporation. 24% of any money that I make within the company, and then I pay myself a salary, and then I pay my personal income tax from the salary. And then if I'm lucky enough to have any extra money that I don't pay myself out in a salary that stays within the company, I can then invest that from within the company, right? So the reason for it is it essentially means that if you hit any like big windfalls, you know, if I won like $1 million or something as a poker pro, and by the way, this is what all dentists and lawyers and doctors and, you know, working class professionals do. So let's say I hit a poker win for $1 million. Most of that win, if I took it all immediately as tax, would be taxed at 53% in Quebec, the highest tax rate in North America, in this province, combined with our federal and our provincial tax. If I did it within the corporation, right, and I hit $1 million windfall, it'd be taxed at 24%, right? So there'd be $760,000 left, and then I could invest that $760,000 within the company, and then I could pay myself that $760,000 over like 6 years, right? Which would effectively drive the tax rate down to 30% on top of that. So it would save me about $100,000 ish by essentially like smoothing the payouts over time. The cost of doing that is my accountant bill being $7,000 instead of $3,000, and having to be very organized, and set up the corporate structure, like all of the paperwork to get it all set up, get all the accounts into like Bear Trusts, report what's in the Bear Trusts. Like it's a complicated process, but once it's set up and smoothly running, it works. So ace 9, ace 5. That's good. Let's go. I'm in Indiana, 23 straight years at the Indy 500. Man, I kind of want to see what's going on in IndyCar because I'd probably really like it. I need to check out some more racing leagues because I only watch F1 at the moment. This Djokovic match is epic. Oh, what's going on in the tennis? Nice. Checking in from Holland. What's up, Normstar Costs? Hello. Hey, Jam River. How many fours do they have here? They can have 5s full, 2s full, 7s full, 6-8 suited. Oh, we kind of block bluffs here. I'm going to fold. I think it's fun. I defend with 7 deuce of hearts in the 55, but swing and a miss here. I'm George. Drop the resub. That's a big one. 101 months. One of the absolute OGs. Been here since the beginning. I'm George. Thanks, man, for the 101 months. I saw Lex recently mention you and Matt on his stream. He couldn't have said nicer things. I agreed. Good luck. Good luck in life run, man. Thank you so much. I'm George. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Love and respect for Lex. Always, dude. You know, it's been a tumultuous time in the Twitch streets. Obviously, we used to work together. You know, there's been a lot of career changes, but like on an individual level, nothing but love for the guy, and love for PokerStars too, for what it's worth, right? You know, we used to work together. We worked against each other for some time. Doesn't feel like that anymore. And yeah, appreciate it, man. So thanks, George, for the 101 months. We can re-enter the 320, and I say yes. I say yes. And we're going to get a 215 going on table 2 as well. Call with the queen 9. So I'm going to miss on the flop. It's not bad for our range. I'd do something more messy with the club. When it goes check, check, we should probably put out at least one bluff here. In that, it's pretty tough for them knowing that they're 6 off the money to want to peel with ace high when we size for like maybe we're going to shove on them on the river. They're probably going to want to play pretty straightforward, I'd say. Jamie, you really do need to come down here, go to the Indy 500. We can hit the race and go play in the daily at the Indy Horseshoe next year in Indy. Man, it'd be fun. It'd be hella fun. I got to watch it on TV first, though, I feel like. I got to check out some other racing leagues, dude. I got to check out NASCAR. I got to check out IndyCar. I got to check out Rally. I got to see what's going on. For 11 blinds here, and we cover for a bounty. Yeah, we go. Good luck. We go 5% less equity needed with the 6s. It just puts us clearly in the play range, I think. Set over set, we were behind the whole way, chat. It's just being dramatic. Playing any tournaments in the U.S. this year? No. Don't think so, Jonathan. Gonna go for small value bets and protection bet here, right? It's like great if we get 2 overcards to fold for such a cheap price. That's fine. If they check raise, that's fine. We can just fold. It's not a big deal. I like the bet here. They check on the king turn. I'm gonna check as well. We don't lose much. We do lose the pot, but we don't lose much there. Against a flop top pair, that's okay. 6 to 16, we are 3 off the money. I'm going to put Bubble Felt here. It is in the money if you make day 2, so it doesn't show like you're on the bubble, but you are. So it's pretty significant. We have 2 bounties for $250, and day 2 starts in 30 minutes, right? So we have a pot limit Omaha day 2 starting up in 12 minutes, and then this 5:30 day 2, assuming that we don't bust in the next 3 spots. Finnish players have to pay income tax from the winnings out of the EU. It can be 60%. I think Jens Kilonen did go to that 1 million one drop because it was kind of cheap. Otherwise, he would have to pay so much taxes. We bust here 1875. We're not going to make it in the 55 main events. Yeah, for sure. Our tax rate is high, but I choose to live here. I really like this society and this culture and stuff. But there's even higher tax rates for like windfalls in Northern Europe and stuff for sure. Pretty tough, Finland, and for windfall, like careers that have extremely high variance, you're going to want a company structure, I feel like, in those cultures for sure. So table 5, we'll put the Omaha on table 5 when it comes up next hour. For now, I'm going to close it down. Because we can no longer make it in there. It's not a Sadie Stewart. This is day 1. This is the last day 1 into the main event. Yeah. Day 2, like I said, starts in... Actually, it starts in... No, an hour and 13 minutes. Okay. Hour and 13 minutes is the start of day 2. In the 5:30. But it's actually a pretty high stakes Monday, man. Some big tourneys. 3 bet. IndyCar over NASCAR, open wheel racing for the win. There you go. Word. I think I'll probably prefer it as well. But I'll have to watch some. No boxing matches for me, dude. No boxing matches for me. There's a time where I definitely would have. That time is not now. So we're 3-betting the aces. We're going to go on break. When we come back, we are 2 off the money in the 5:30 main event. We're in the 215. We're in the 320 knockout. We're in the 33-6 max. And our PLO day 2 is starting up in just 5 minutes. So, but first, let's win this pot. Okay, quick break. You're watching Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I'll see you in just a few minutes. Levi's jeans. I had a thought about Levi's jeans when I saw a girl on TikTok wearing a Levi's shirt, and it's a Levi with apostrophe S is what you're missing with this context. And all in bluff, right? I think so. We have the blocker to the nuts here. I think so, especially on the bubble. Beauty. How's the launch? How are the vibes? Good luck. I hope you win all the money. We have turned a set. Jimmy, the guy on Twitter was a total dick to you. Pissed me off. That's okay. There's lots of people that are dicks to me in all sorts of periods, and it totally doesn't matter, dude. You just... it's okay, dude. I don't like... Some people suck. It's no problem. It's no problem. Well, this is a massive pot. 200 bounty, 175 bounty, maybe a 125 bounty here. And we have ace king. Ace king jacks, 2s, queen 9. Queen for the dream. Queen for the dream. So lame. We're in a weird spot with ace jack, I'd say, against this min raise. There's just hardly any hands I can call here, but I think this is one of them because we're not going to get called by many worse hands by jamming for 16 blinds. It's a great spot, though. We induced the squeeze for 10 blinds. We obviously call now, and we're flipping for a bounty, which is the dream. We actually might win a hand here as well. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. I think we have final tabled a millions event. Oh, no. Still 10 left. I jinxed it officially. Oh, no. There's 9 left. Final table hype of the 215 millions online. 8 max BKO. It's a very deep progressive knockout. It's been running all day. We're down to 7 of 9. 277 cashed. 225 in bounties. Call it 500. Sweet. First place is going to be 1,400 plus bounties. About 2,800 probably for the win. Something in there. So raise, 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet is what just happened. And then a fold. Aces and kings. Wow. The biggest bounty is gone from the table, but we also ladder up a spot. That's pretty sick. What are you going to do? Likely going to close the action here. I think we can probably make this profitable. I'm sure glad we called with the 6s. Not always. It really depends on the spot, but based on the opponents we're up against, the likelihood of a squeeze in the big blind, I think we're okay to call. Checks through on the flop. We're going to bet on the turn. Hope for no spade on the river, basically. Just hope for no spade. But everyone folds. Didn't win a lot there, but we did win the pot, so it's okay. Wow, sick. Sean with a bust out of Toby and the smallest bounty on the table. Great news for us. We don't care about that 50 bucks. We'll take the ladder. Down to 7 left. That's the shortest stack in the tournament, but I'm feeling all right. We got time. 335 cash. Next pay jumps up to 400. We've lost another player. I'm loving this, dude. 6 left. Rolled up aces. Back-to-back shoves. Hopefully Sean has had enough of me in calls here. That's what I hope. That's exactly what happened. Sean has had enough. Called off. You can't call off here, Sean, with the 10-8. You just can't. You can't be doing that, man. We're up to $1 million. You can do whatever. Sean can do whatever the hell they want. Wow. 3-way all in here. Who has the... Back in action. We are 2 off the money bubble here in the 5:30 main event. 13 make it into the cash. Day 2 starts in 1 hour. And we have our 2:15 pot limit Omaha. Day 2 starting in 5 minutes. I'm going to get that lobby up and running. Good luck us, man. Good luck us. In action. Did not make it through in the 55 mini main, unfortunately. Yeah, that one, we didn't make it. They're all in here. We're going to fold with our queen 4. I haven't yet made it through, Steve Sutherland, but it looks good. We need 2 people to bust, and I've got a pretty decent stack here. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know, anything could happen, right? Like, this might take a while to eliminate these final 2 players. We'll see. Sorry, I didn't mean boxing, just the concept. Take 4 Pokerstars players and 4 PartyPoker players, 8 round the table. Who has the better players? Yeah, man. I definitely had an idea to do some of that when I first joined PartyPoker. The problem with that is that the bigger poker site has no incentive to do it, right? They've got more players, and so they just let their players know about the other poker site, which is a bit of the problem with poker marketing and why you don't see a lot of cross-collaboration, is that the market leaders tend to sort of ignore the smaller sites because it doesn't benefit them. So yeah, I mean, that was definitely one of my ideas when I first joined PartyPoker, was to, hey, let's call out the Stars team. Let's challenge them to some challenges. Let's do some fun things to try and create engaging poker content, essentially. Wasn't really able to get it done, but I love the idea. It'd be fun, right? Like, it'd be fun if poker teams operated like esports teams. That was another one of my ideas in the early days of joining PartyPoker, back when we had like a really large team online. Things have changed in terms of where we operate and the industry and everything, but I always thought it'd be quite cool to have Team Online operate like a Team Online. And one of my ideas was actually to make the spots of being on the roster of Team Online an open process. And the way that you compete would be in watch time. So you'd compete in how much people watched your stream or watch your content across multiple platforms, basically. And then you would have the main sort of team, the all-stars, right? Maybe 7 of them. And then you would have sort of the tier below that. And then you'd have a further tier below that. So you'd have 3 levels of collaboration. And you could have people moving up and down in these tiers based on how successful they were being in their sort of content creation. There'd be some terms of service, of course, like you couldn't have people creating really inflammatory content that doesn't represent the brand and be part of the team. So there'd be difficult things to figure out like that. But I think it'd be nice. And if people sort of understood some of the potential opportunity when it comes to content creating and being a poker professional or a poker entertainer / professional, I think more people would give it a go. So there's another idea of like sort of some competition. Wasn't able to sell it to the exec at the time. He is no longer with the company, but also like the company's not in a position to where that's feasible at the moment. But yeah, man, I love competitive stuff like that. Get on in a bit. Back to my micro stakes. All right, Steve. Cheers, man. Fold the king 3 on the bubble now. Here, and in the PLO, we are in the money with our 277 cashed. Grandma raced the F1 one time. The old Pontiac, she placed 3rd with 1 tire left. All right, Patek Miracle. All right, Ben. Grandma's Tales. You can play on PartyPoker in a few states in the U.S. It's a different player pool, but there's a few states that have regulated poker with PartyPoker. Fold here. Oh, I gotta open it up in the live hand viewer. There we go. We're pause while we're hand for hand. I should open up the other table so we can just sweat if there's a bust out, for example, because this is a $500 bubble here. So this is the other table in the main event. Whatever happened to the live bankroll challenge? I put it on pause because it's a lot of time. I might do it again in the future, but right now is not the time. But we still got all the stuff, right? We got the bankroll. We got the, we could pick it up tomorrow if we wanted to. It just needs to make sense, I've been playing poker full time for 13 years. I do not need to grind it out at 2.5 anymore. I've made it past that. I enjoy it, but like, dude, I need to make some money from it, If I was just playing for like profit, I could still play 2.5 games, but I would much more like to play 5.10 or private games or something like that. The grind is a story, I think, And I like the story, but I got enough work to do already. So, aces in the 215. How do you feel? Excuse me. Tens are great. I don't think we want to play for this preflop, though, given we're on the bubble here. I think we want to flat and try and play it as small as possible. Whoa, big bet. I'll fold. For the same reasons I just mentioned, we flop a gutter. It's pretty strong, but don't think it's worth risking on the bubble. The PLO, we limp call and then check folds. Aces, wow, dude. We're in a good spot in this tournament. We're 6th place right now. But we could continue to climb right now. Let's see. Oh, man, brutal. Brutal. I'm all in. We're 24 blinds instead of 27 this time. Come on, let's go. 10 million chips in the main event, baby. Come on, chat. We're here to win it. God, I didn't want to flip that on the bubble, but I had to do it. We were just short enough where it was the way. And I would have made it anyways, actually, because the other player that busted was shorter than me, so. Red felt hype. We are in the money of the 530 millions online main event. Day 2 starts in 45 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Okay, I'm going to get into the 109 PLO millions. Since we just lost a table, I'm going to put it on table 6. Or table 3, sorry. Excuse me. So it's just a freeze out Omaha going on table 3. But in the meantime, we're in a good spot here in this 215 6 max. And a great spot in the 320 as well. We're 4 of 32 there. Everything is going well. Ace King against 9s. How about... No. Okay. Well, really big raise from Dennis Brady. I'm going to fold that on the bubble. I think it's pretty strong. Soft bubble there, but yeah. Oh, Rebecca, thank you for lunch, Rebecca.
No.
I love you, thank you.
I love you. You're welcome.
I made it in the main event.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Big stack, big everything.
10 million. I doubled up on the bubble. I'm in it to win it.
Big bounty.
No. 250 in bounties. Not bad. Okay, chat. I'm gonna leave you on the PLO while I have lunch. Thank you all for spending your time here. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm just gonna have some lunch. So yeah, stay with me. Okay, we're back. Thank you very much for waiting. Just had a delicious lunch. I ate it really fast. So I got to digest a sec, but it was delicious. Ace 9-8 deuce suited to the ace. So I think in the PLO here, there's not a lot of incentive to play a bunch of hands we'd typically play in early in pot limit Omaha tournaments or in cash games because our equities run really close together and staying alive is relevant in this tournament, right? So you saw me fold like a 5, 6, 7, 9 double suited in early position. The reason being because we have 15 blinds with a bounty on our head. Like we're largely just playing a pre-flop game on our stack right now, right? People are incentivized to play every pot against us with our bounty and basically a starting stack. So there's not a lot of value in hands that need to be 60 blinds deep to flop like good redraws and good ability to sort of build equity. So I think largely it's a pretty tight pre-flop game and then get it in often with 60%, hopefully, where you dominate, and then get up to a stack where you can actually start to pressure other people. The short stack, I think we have to be somewhat snug here with ICM in the tournament on 15 blinds. So that's kind of not, it's annoying, but, you know, is what it is. Let's go. Come on, chat. We are in the money of the 5:30 main event. Day 2 starts up in 35 minutes. It's Smash the Guarantee, actually. Congrats to us. Only other tournament today is probably the 7 Max PKO Turbo that starts at the same time as the main event. Looks like there's a 55 version of that too, for what it's worth, which I can open up because they'll be fast. So fold the 5-4. King 6-4-4 we fold in the Omaha. Ace King Jack 10. No suit. I think this is a good hand though. Even without a suit, we're 12 blinds deep. And the digits are going to be a little bit more important than like playability because we're so short, right? So we're going to raise this up and be willing to risk it all with such a strong holding. Francis goes for it. All right, Francis, good luck. 4-4-6-6. Doing really well against 4-4-6-6. Doesn't take much. Ace puts us ahead here. We got to dodge the 5, 4, and 6. There we go, 3 million. $2.8 million. We're in this to win this, Dottie. We're back. Ace Jack 10-8 with some clubs. I'm going to flat here, I think. I don't think we fold this pre-flop, right? Assume we call and then shove. Top pair, nut, flush draw, 3 overcards, great flop. Crushing this hand. Aces and 8s, good, but the main wins with the set of kings. Okay, that's fine. So we're 38 of 44 here. First place is going to be about 12,000. 277 cash. We're in a good spot. And now we actually have a few stacks that we cover, so we get to play some hands in fun ways. king high flush against the aces. What a cooler when you're 12 blinds deep. We get a double up here. Definitely wasn't what we were rooting for because we covered both of them. But we still do cover 2 people at the table, which is nice. I'm not going to open this into a pretty dry pot here. In the other Omaha, the 109, we're going to raise it up to 10,000. All right, and it gets calls from Dallas. We lose another player here. Francis is out. Down to 42 on our other table. Flop top pair, king kicker, and a gutter. I guess a small bet, I guess, right? So we're 12 of 20, 11 pay in the 215 here. First place is 3,000 in this one. It's pretty good. King Jack we raise in the 320. We get 3-bet from M. Lorson behind, going to fold. And going to fold this in the PLO. New table. Everyone covers us. That sucks, dude. That sucks. Our other table was so much better for our stack, but it's okay. Main event, day 2, starting up in 25 minutes. Wow, what a flop. What a flop. And they fold. That's too bad. Such a fun spot for them to have like 2 pairs. We have straights. Like really could get some big action there sometimes when it's a mega setup. Gonna fold the jacks here. Similar spot to where, again, I think the right way to play this in a tournament format with ICM is quite tight pre-flop. Play mostly for pre-flop value. That's big. All right, so this one we don't have the same payout pressure, 5, 6, 7, 8, but it goes raise 3 bets, and it basically be all in pre. Now, if I know we're gonna get a multi-way pot, our hand has plenty of equity multi-way, which we probably are gonna go at least 3 ways. I'm gonna call here. See if we can get away with it. Obviously, it means I'm not folding pre-flop, but our hand does pretty well on some flops like this one. But they actually fold to the 3-bet, which is crazy to me. We win with a pair of 6s, which is amazing. That's a 187. That's pretty fun. I think we're back with comms, right? Yeah, we seem to be. So welcome one and all. Hope you're all having a great day. We have got some exciting stuff. The headlines are the 5:30 main event. Starts up in 20 minutes. And then the 2:15 pot limit Omaha day 2, which you can see right here. It's the one that has red felt. 9-8 of diamonds. Limp, I check here. I think check's pretty good. Ooh, and we have a bounty in play. It's 1.5 bounties for 1/10 of a start stack. And now we gamble. Because there's this bounty here. And against these opponents, we need about 12% less equity. We cover this opponent if they actually have something. So, yeah, massive gamble early in the 320 knockout. Should be insane. Just don't have aces, kings, or queens here. Okay. Ooh, outs, 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 outs. Send it. Oh, send me the money, Dottie. Let's go. That's epic, dude. 238,000. We've got how much in bounties here? 186. Let's go, man. Let's go. We make a flush up here as well. Blind versus blind, they limp, we check. Bet flop, bet turn, they check river. Our range is capped here. We should probably bet call. They do have some stronger hands. They have better flushes and they have full houses. And they can definitely check raise against us with those hands. However, I think this opponent is strong enough to where they're going to do it as a bluff, knowing that our range is capped enough to where we're not going to fold, basically. Excuse me. Want to bet? And we're going to jam. Look at that. Look at that hand. Beautiful. Everything's going super well. We have a hand in the Omaha as well. I just want to wait a second to see if I can sweat both. Okay, so they fold. We're going to call with the double suited queens, one suited to the ace. We see an okay flop, flop top pair of aces with a queen kicker. We have a backdoor whatever flush draw. They bet half pot. I think this is probably call fold on most turns that they decide to barrel on. The 5:30 main starts up in 20 minutes, man. So we'll be in it pretty soon, Tim. Do we want to turn our one pair ace into a bluff when we block the straight? I think so. I'm going to try and get them to fold some weak 2 pairs here and represent the straight with our 2 queens. I think it's hard to win a showdown with just ace queen here when there's going to be all sorts of like king 10, 9 10, you know, king 3, like all sorts of 2 pair combos. So we are in fact bluffing with the blockers here. We unblock missed diamonds as well, which is a good thing for us. And we win, which is good. Glad I found that one because I think it's a hard bluff to find, right? So tempting to just go to showdown there. In the other Omaha, we have trip 10s, and we win. Excuse me. Talk about stacks. 8 of 19. That was so gross. What did I do? Oh, the Jack 10 versus Kings versus Ace King? Meh. Fine. It's okay. We'll take it, Brandon. We'll take it, dude. Excuse me. Ace 10 9 9 with 2 clubs. Not the right clubs. Don't think it's worth it there for us. Raise up the King 7 of Hearts. And fold. Excuse me, sorry. Queen 10 7 5. I don't think this is enough to open on the button, so we'll fold there. But we are 7 to 20 and still in with 38 left in the Omaha. This is a pretty good Omaha showing, if I say so myself. I will take it. I'll take this one, chat. King Jack and Athanasios raises under the gun. Is King Jack playable? It is a bounty. All right, let's go for a 3-bet here. Typically would fold, and I think King Queen offsuit is where you decide to either 3-bet or fold. But I'm gonna go 1 pip wider here because we cover for bounties. See if that works out well for us, and they fold. Nice. Main event in 15 minutes. 15 minutes from now. I wish I was in the mini main still, but it's okay. I think limp call here. We're connected enough. Heads up pot. But there's not a lot of incentive for us to raise the size of the pot. Out of position here. Blind versus blind. I think just limp call. Pre-flop. And Tommy has every incentive in the world to build the pot against us, I'd say. So, yeah. Decent flop. Middle pair. Open-ender. Rainbow boards. So flush is not playing an immediate factor. I think we start with a check call and hope for a 10 or a 5 or a queen. Maybe a 7 or an 8 on the turn. So let's do that. Jack is not such a good one. Doesn't help us. Could improve them to some better hands. I think we're clear to check fold here on the turn if they go for another big bet. And they do pot it. If they go for a small bet, there's some sizings where we can probably continue, but fold against the pot. 5, 6, 8, 9. Interesting. Probably limp call here on the button. Because we can get to a flop in this hand, I think. When you play live, do you ever commentate on a hand? No, never done that, Ben. Never done that one before. With the question on Facebook. Cheers, man. I feel like that would be quite annoying to the people at the table.